Wouldn't it be really cool to have like an app that could help you or answer questions you might have or just help make your life a little bit easier? I feel like that would be really cool. I was talking to some of the kids at the club and they expressed to me how aggravating it is to lose their bags or misplace their lunchbox or leaving the club and then leaving something at the club and then they don't know where it's at. So today, we are going to learn and brainstorm ideas on apps and how we can create a cool app that would just improve or make our lives easier. Let's check it out. All right, so after talking to some of the kids at the clubs and them expressing to me that, losing their things were aggravating them, and then trying to just brainstorm and think about ways that we could help make life easier in that scenario, I was trying to think of some way to do that. So, couldn't think of anything. So I hopped onto myfuture.net and I found the perfect activity. It is the Design an App badge with all sorts of fun activities, and we're going to kick it off today with the brainstorming activity. So we're going to come up with ideas for your very own app. All you'll need in this video today is your tablet, you'll need a computer, access to the internet, pen and paper, and maybe some post-it notes too. All right, let's identify the challenge. So apps are created for all kinds of reasons. Its main purpose though is to help make your life easier or improve your life in some sort of way. So let's think about what apps you may want to create to make your life better. So let's identify some of the challenges. What are some problems that you may face in your day-to-day? Okay, think good, write those down. So I'm just thinking back to that conversation, right, with our club kids, losing book bags, losing shoes, lunch boxes, school folders, things like that. What kind of apps, this is our next question, right, in identifying the challenge, what kind of app could you create that would make your club or your school a better place when it comes to that specific challenge that you're thinking about? So what kind of app could you create that would help? All right, so think about that. Think about it. Okay, I like that. Write that down. That's a good one. So I'm thinking maybe an app on my end, just thinking about the challenges that we were talking about with our club kids and losing their things. How cool would it be to make an app that could track all of your lost items? I think that's a good one. All right, so keep brainstorming with yourself or with your team. And if you are running into a little roadblock on coming up with ideas, check out this video on some ways to brainstorm, some creative ways to brainstorm. Let's check it out.
6 creative ways to brainstorm ideas. During the brainstorm process, it can be easy to hit a brick wall. If your brainstorm session has reached a dead end, here are some creative ways to generate fresh ideas that your audience will love. Mind mapping. This strategy creates a visual representation of related terms and ideas that can generate creative content ideas. Create a diagram with a central main idea that you can branch off to correlating words or concepts. Use the web of information in the diagram to help you generate a well-rounded view on single or multiple ideas. Right-braining. Release your creative thoughts by doodling incomplete images. Think of a general topic to doodle from and start sketching images associated to that topic. Be sure to draw images that are incomplete, as leaving out portions or aspects of an image can spark creativity later. Then take your different images and try combining them in different ways to generate a new idea. Provocative actions. Look at things differently by changing your physical surroundings or by verbally communicating in unexpected ways. Try shaking things up. Physically change a room by turning the chairs upside down or verbally make an off-the-wall comment. For example,
could you design upside down?
What does the word design look like upside down?
Either way, unusual situations will ignite creative responses that you can pull ideas from. Break and build. This process is about breaking down and building up ideas to get a range of related information. Break down a general thought or idea into more detailed pieces of information, or do the opposite and build it up to reach a broader viewpoint. In the end, your solution can be based on the wide range of information from the process. Pessimist versus optimist. Find a creative solution for ideas from the conversation between a pessimist and an optimist. Start off a general topic of conversation with the phrase, "How about?" Then challenge the starting comment with a pessimistic response, followed by the optimist providing his answer to the pessimist's comment. For example,
We do not know how to design an infographic.
We can hire an infographic designer.
We do not have any ideas for him to design.
We can research ideas and hand him an outline.
by building upon each other's responses, a general idea can evolve into a more focused, relevant one. Randomness. Find the connection between a random word or thought and a general topic to develop a new creative idea. First, start with a general idea. Next, generate a random object and list words that can describe it or are associated with it. Last, pick the words from your list that can relate back to your general idea to form your solution. The next time you hit a brick wall, try using these creative development methods to make brainstorming for your content ideas a more fun, imaginative process with better solutions.
Okay, all right, that was a really cool video. It gave me all sorts of insight on different ways to brainstorm. Hopefully it did for you too. I took away 2 super creative ways. So they went over, I think, about 6. So what you want to do is just kind of select a few that you think would be good for you to work through your brainstorming process. For me, I really like the mind mapping idea where you write down just different ideas. So they're not full ideas. They're just bullets that will help you once you try to bring your idea together. So this was my mind mapping. So as you can see, I drew a school, right? Because that's the premises of the app idea, right? Or kids at school. And then I drew like items, right? So a book bag. I think I have a phone on here. All kinds of cool stuff. Books. And hence the things that you would lose, right? So these are some of my ideas to just kind of get those creative juices flowing. And then we had another really cool idea on that brainstorm video where you just write words. So just keywords that would tie in to your idea. So all of these things are meant to just kind of spark those ideas that whenever you're ready to come up with a whole idea. So as you can see here, I just have words, right? So alarm, reminds, trackers, easy install, things like that. So these are keywords that just will help ignite all that creativity. All right, so once you have your ideas written down, then I want you to consider a few questions and then choose like your top 3 favorite ideas, okay? So 1, what does your app need to do? Remember that simple ideas are usually the most powerful, all right? And how will your app help someone? So for me, it will help keep track of lost items, right? How will you use your app? Again, think about what app idea you have and write that down. For me, people use their app to track items. It will help track lost items. Who is your audience? Who is this audience? So the audience is kids. But ask yourself that, who is your audience? Is it a club member, staff, or just the general public? And then can you explain this idea to someone else? That's a really important one. Can you explain what this app will do and how it will help? Can you explain that? So think about that as well and write a few sentences about that too. Remember, simple is always best. And yeah, take a look at your list of ideas, narrow it down. Is there anything you can eliminate? Is there anything you need to add on? It doesn't have to be too complex, but it does need to be able to appeal to a specific audience. And I want you to identify your favorite ideas, and those are the ones that you're gonna run with, okay? All right, so let's do that. We got it.
Hey, this looks pretty cool. What you working on?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. So I'm working on an app idea and I think it's really cool, but I'd love to get your input. Tell me what you think.
Good.
So, All right, so nothing is set in stone, but based on all the information that you have, I want you to choose the idea that you think will be the most beneficial in moving forward with your design. If you're working with a group, you might find that you have similar ideas and you want to work together if you are working with a group. But for whatever idea you select, make sure you can answer the following questions, okay? We're gonna go over a few questions and write them down on a piece of paper or a sticky note if you want. So what does the app do? Well, mine will help track lost items. Describe the app in 100 words or less, okay? You don't want to go over that. And then I want you to write out what kinds of features and components your app will have that will help the user, okay? So those are 3 important questions, so make sure you ask yourself that when you are finishing up, all right? And then once you do that, you already know what to do. Upload, submit, and save so we can earn that star. All right, so now hopefully we're all ready to move forward. We've saved, we've submitted with our brainstorming activity. And again, make sure you save and submit, and we are going to move on to the next portion of this activity, of this badge. This one was fun. I'm excited to see these ideas come to life. I'm excited to see mine come to life. That's it for today. I am out of here. But before I go, just remember, great futures start here. Ta-ta.